Hey, my feel good friend. Are you ready for this rapid fire session of me just spitballing video content ideas at you? I am so excited for this. If you missed this week's episode 77 of the Feel Good Social podcast, let me catch you up real quick. Basically, I wanted to create an episode where I was sharing my favorite tips, tools, and types of video content that you can create for social media because if you haven't heard, a video is all the rage these days, my friend. But as I was recording and I got to the end of the episode, I realized, oh shoot, I have been talking for way too long. And if I start rapid firing off these different types of video content that you can create, this episode is going to be way too long. So I have decided to push my types of video content that you can create for social media into this supplementary mini-sode this week, which is super, super fun. So what I want to say right now is if you haven't listened to episode 77 of the Feel Good Social podcast and you want to hear my favorite tips for creating videos for social media, as well as the tools that I use every week to create my own video content, definitely go back and give that a listen. But for today's mini-sode, I am just going to be rapid firing off my favorite types of video content that you can easily create for social media this week. And some of them don't even involve you actually being on camera. I know if you're one of those camera shy people like me, you're probably over there spirit fingering right now, which I totally understand, my friend. So that is why I'm talking so fast. I am going to be just kind of spitballing my favorite 10 content ideas for video that are easy to make for you. And I really want to keep this episode short and actionable. I want you to get out there and start creating those videos, my friend. So without further ado, let's dive in. Hey friend, and welcome to the Feel Good Social podcast. I'm your host, Kinsey, and I'm here to help you market your business in a genuine way that works without wasting your precious time. On this show, we chat about social media strategy and mindset tips with a focus on, you guessed it, feeling good. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some genuine conversation for the good of your biz. All right, now real quick, before I start sharing and rapid firing, spitballing my favorite types of video content that you can create, I am going to try to talk that fast this entire episode. Let's see if that happens, my friend. But if you are inspired to create video this week based on my content ideas and all those things, and you end up creating a video and sharing it to Instagram, please send it to me, tag me, whatever you want to do. I want to see it. Reach out to me at Feel Good Social on Instagram. Send me your video, tag me in your video, whatever it is. I will definitely leave some love in the comments and I'll just send you an air high five in the DMs. But I definitely want to see whatever it is that you create. Just at Feel Good Social on Instagram. Pretty easy. I would love to connect with you, my friend. All right. Now, the first type of video that you can easily create for social media is an animated graphic. You heard me right, my friend. This is one of those videos that you can create for social media easily for free, and you don't even have to be in the video or take any video footage, okay? I use canva.com to create graphics for myself and my clients for social media, and Canva makes it really, really easy to animate the graphics that you create. Okay, so you can create whatever type of graphic that you want. I will be talking about kind of topic ideas for your videos here in a second, but just create a graphic and then you could easily animate it with canva.com. You can animate the text, you can animate all of the elements, whatever it is. You can actually even add stock video footage via Canva to your graphics and download them as videos. It makes creating video content for social media super easily and helps you to make your grid a little more lively without you even having to record any video footage. How cool is that? The second type of video content that you can easily create this week is very similar to this and actually created within Canva itself, animated GIFs, okay? Now, these are those kind of short video clips of celebrities and those short video memes that you see all over the internet that people love to share. And this is why I love to create these sort of things too, because people freaking love memes. They love to share memes. They love to tag their friends in memes, and they help you connect with your ideal customers on that kind of like personable, relatable level, right? And they are super easy to create within canva.com itself for free once again, which I love. Okay. Giphy is actually integrated into Canva. So you can search for your memes in the software itself, or you could go to giphy.com. That's GIPHY.com. I'm like, how do I spell that? And find like some sort of meme there, animated video meme that you can then download as a video, add to Canva, add to like some sort of graphic template that's using your brand colors and whatnot, add a little caption that's relatable to your ideal customer. And that is a great way to add a little emotion to your content without, once again, even having to record any video. How fun is that? So my favorite tips when it comes to creating animated GIFs, posts sort of things is to firstly think about your ideal customer. That's actually my best tip when it comes to creating any sort of content, right? Is make sure you remember exactly who you're speaking to. And that is always going to be your ideal customer. Okay. So keep them in mind and then think about your industry, the services that you provide, the lifestyle that you guys both live, whatever it is, and think about moments that bring up some sort of emotion that could be portrayed in one of those moving memes, right? So any eye roll moments, anytime when you are laughing hilariously, maybe like air high-fiving or something like that. There's a bunch of memes out there that have celebrities eye rolling or whatever it is. So try to think about an emotion that comes up on a daily basis within your business or life or industry that your ideal customers can relate to, and then search for that emotion on Giphy or in the Giphy integration in Canva and choose your favorite GIF and then just label it with some sort of caption that is relating that emotion and that celebrity to the moment that you're trying to describe within your business that's relatable, right? So even if you choose a celebrity eye rolling that they don't have anything to do with your industry or business, that's fine, right? You can caption the meme and say, me when I'm dealing with a horrible client or something, right? I don't know. I just made that up. But the meme itself doesn't actually have to relate to your industry. The caption and the situation that you describe based on that emotion that's being portrayed in the meme, that's what you need to relate to your ideal customer and industry, right? So just think about that. And they're super, super fun. Make sure in the caption you say, share this with a friend who needs it, or tag a friend below who would think this is hilarious too, or something like that, right? Invite people to share this type of video because it's one of the most shareable for sure. All right, my friend, the third type of video content that you can create is, this is so fun. And this is especially fun for maybe like reels or something. Okay. So there's so many times in our life when we are, just walking along through life in a way, or we're sitting in the car. I think of my mindset coach the other day actually put an Instagram story up where she was just like riding along in the sunset in her new Jeep, and she had the camera in the mirror next to her and just like was taking a video footage of the mirror as she was like listening to some rock and roll song in her Jeep or whatever it was, you know what I mean? And she wasn't even doing anything. She was just kind of like singing along to the music and whatnot. And I was like, girl, download that real quick because we can totally turn that B-roll footage into a reel and use that as the background footage of yourself listening to music. And we can add a caption on top of the reel giving like tips for slowing down in life, or put like an inspirational quote on top of it or something like that, right? Which could also be done in Canva, by the way. Can you tell that I love Canva? I really need to be an affiliate for that, let me tell you. So long story short, as you are walking through your everyday life or as you're doing things, whatever it is, think about what's called B-roll footage in like the video industry, which is just like regular footage that maybe nothing is really happening, but it's showing kind of an insight into your life, right? So hence why I shared the video that my mindset coach shared the other day about her just like in her Jeep, windows rolled down, listening to music, feeling good. Nothing's really happening. She's not really saying anything, but that sort of video footage can totally be just dropped into Canva, dropped into a Reels template, and be the background footage for some sort of like tips that she wants to share or something, right? Think about that in your everyday life, and you can totally turn that into video content for social media and add like tips or whatever it is on top of that footage, but still give people an insight into your everyday life, right? I just think it's so much fun. And it's just a nice way to start dabbling in video and start taking videos and sharing video content without you, once again, having to really be on camera or having to really prepare for things, right? So start thinking about that in your everyday life. Now, the fifth type of video content that I want to share is actually involving you being on camera, my friend, and that is a talking face to camera video. Okay, this is like what you see people doing a lot in their Instagram stories, just kind of doing a selfie video, sharing something. People do it in Reels often, is like talking face to camera videos. Okay, and I really want to encourage you to start practicing these because they don't have to be perfect. That's the permission that I want to give you right now, is that a lot of people do get nervous to show up face to camera and all those things, but especially when you share vertical formatted video face to camera talking like that, like Instagram story style, people don't expect it to be perfect, and it's still just showing up and showing your face and all of those things. And it's a great way to start dabbling in that video footage without having to worry about getting it perfect all the time, right? So maybe start practicing with that, and maybe just share it to your Instagram stories at first. Share something that you're excited about today. Share a client win that someone just had. Share, maybe a little behind the scenes of your process or something like that. But that's one of those videos that you can really do easily with your cell phone. Also, if you do it on Instagram, you can totally use a filter to make you feel prettier or whatever it is. No shame. But you know what I mean? Like sometimes showing up face to camera is scary. And so if you want to use a filter on Instagram, no shame, my friend, no judgment. I just want to see your beautiful face showing up. Post it to your Instagram story. Remember, stories only last for 24 hours anyway. So if you post it to Instagram stories and you're like, oh, I didn't feel very great or eloquent or beautiful in that video, and I'm like, I don't want to share it, don't worry. It only lasts for 24 hours. People really don't pay like super close attention to stories anyway. So it's a really great way to start like dabbling and putting your face on camera. Okay. I really want to encourage you to try doing that. One last point about the talking to camera videos, especially on Instagram now, they have an auto-generated caption sticker or whatever it is, right? They have an auto-generated caption feature, which is so wonderful. And so please use the caption feature or add some sort of captions and context to your face-to-camera videos, especially just in general, right? People don't normally consume content with the volume on often. And so we always want to make sure that we are captioning our videos when we are like speaking to camera, because probably people won't be listening and they won't really know what you're talking about. Okay, so make sure you're adding captions of some sort. On Instagram, there's an auto generate caption button that you can like hit, which is wonderful because it used to take me like so long to add captions to all my talking head videos. But make sure that you are adding those just to give people context as to what you're talking about, because normally people consume videos on silent unless you like capture their attention and they want to turn the volume up, right? So what are we on? Sixth? The sixth type of video that you can easily create today is, you've probably seen these on Instagram Reels. If you look at Reels on Instagram, is like pointing and dancing. Okay. This is a trend that some people laugh at because everyone does it these days, but it works, right? It's basically just people recording themselves in that vertical Reels format, like dancing to a song and like pointing to different areas whatever on the screen or whatever it is. And then after they record themselves pointing and dancing, they will add text to the videos, sharing some sort of like a list of whatever they want to talk about, right? These are kind of funny because they're all over the internet now. It's like a trend, but at the same time, it's super, super easy to create and super easy to start dabbling in that, right? So what I would do is just prop your phone up against a window or something. Remember, you want to get that good lighting, and just think of a song in your head that you want to put with the video, and or you could even play it in your house if you wanted to like actually be hearing it out loud, and just start dancing and like point to different areas on the screen. I like to do it to the beat, but I guess you don't have to if you're not musically inclined. It's fine. And then after you record yourself dancing, add text to the video, which can be actually done on Instagram in the Instagram Reels feature, or you could do it on Canva if you wanted. But create a list of something that you want to share, right? And I'm about to get into some topics for the videos that you're creating, so we can brainstorm those too. But basically, the pointing and dancing trend is usually like 3 things you can't live without in your business, right? 3 softwares I love to use. It's a list of something because every place you point on the screen is where you are going to put one of the things in your list. Hopefully this is making sense. It is kind of hard to describe visual content on a podcast. So if anyone has any questions, please reach out to me on Instagram in the DMs. I would love to connect with you. I'm at Feel Good Social, my friend. I would love to chat with you more about this if anything I'm saying in this episode is confusing. Okay. All right. I know we're going fast, but now I would love to share a few topics for videos that you can create, okay? So one of my favorite ways to start dabbling in video with the topics is to start sharing tips, right? So think about your ideal customer, think about your industry, think about how you help people. What tips could you share with your customers that would be helpful for them based on what you offer? So I like to think about what are the frequently asked questions that I get a lot? What would be super, super helpful for my customers to know that would supplement the offers that I'm selling, right? All of those things. But sharing educational stuff, sharing tips is just really, really easy for animated graphics, for whatever it is, for the pointing and dancing videos and stuff like that. Tips are always really great, and they're really interesting for people who are consuming them. Okay. So tips, fast facts, whatever it is, educational content is a great topic to start dabbling in when it comes to these sorts of videos that are easily created and easily shared on social media. The second topic that you could definitely share that people love to see on social media are behind the scenes and your process, your business process, right? So a lot of us sometimes shy away from sharing behind the scenes stuff in our businesses because we're like, does anyone really want to see this? But yeah, they do, my friend. So people really love to see, how does she create this? How does she do this? How does she work with her clients? What is her morning routine? All of these things. And those are things that you can definitely easily create, kind of casual social media videos. People don't expect that to be super, I don't know, like professional looking or whatever, right? It's behind the scenes stuff. And so that's kind of why I wanted to share that topic, is because you can easily record a video of you drinking your coffee in the morning and put a caption on there that's saying, my fuel for the day or whatever it is. Who else likes coffee? Who's with me? Drop a raising your hand emoji lady down in the comments below, right? Any type of behind the scenes stuff. People love seeing that, and it doesn't have to look professional. People don't expect it to look professional. So that's why I love to suggest people kind of start there when they're creating video content. Okay. And this kind of goes into the next topic that I love to share, which is like an everyday moment that's relatable for your ideal customers, right? So this kind of goes back to memes that I was talking about before that you can easily create in Canva without even recording any video at all yourself. Instead of just creating a meme that portrays an emotion or an everyday hilarious moment that's relatable for your ideal customers, why not just record it yourself? I kind of did this this was actually a few months ago, but I looked at my around on my desk and all of a sudden I realized I had 4 frickin' coffee mugs sitting on my desk that I just had not taken to the kitchen yet. And I was like, oh man, this is totally an everyday relatable moment for entrepreneurs. Hopefully, people didn't think I was a slob or anything like that. But hey, if they did, they're not my ideal people, I guess. So I took a recording of let's count how many coffee mugs Kinsey has on her desk. 1, 2, 3, 4, bonus mug 5. And I thought it was really funny and I shared it and people loved it. I did the same thing when it came to me preparing for an Instagram live, right? I tend to get very, very nervous when I'm doing Instagram lives, but I do them, I show up for them. I actually really enjoy connecting with people on them. I just get nervous to be on camera. And so usually before I go Instagram live, I'm like shaking it out. I'm like singing a song at the top of my lungs. I'm putting on makeup. I'm doing whatever. And so I created a funny reel to go along with my process for that was relatable for people. And I just shared it. And I don't even think I captioned it except for me when I have to go Instagram live or something. And that one did really well on the platform because people relate to that. And it gave them a little sneak peek into who I am as a person and showed them that, hey, I'm human. You know what I mean? So everyday moments in your business that are funny or relatable or whatever it is, those are really easy to capture on video and you don't have to make them perfect once again, right? Do you see a theme here of me giving you permission to not have to make your videos perfect? They don't. Especially when it comes to social media content. People don't expect most videos on social media to be perfect. It's okay to take video footage that's relatable and that isn't professionally edited or whatever it is, okay? And it's also really way easier to create that type of content. So that's what I want you to walk away with today. My final type of video content that you could create is an IG Live. Now, I know I just said that I get scared going IG Live, and I do. And so I totally understand if you are fearful of it as well, my friend, and I'm sending you so much love. But I do love live video. Firstly, it gives you a one-way, one-to-one communication with your audience, right? People can show up and speak to you on video in real time, and it does so much to build trust and connection, to show people that you're human, to just feel like they know you, like you, and trust you, all of those things, right? IG Lives do wonders for that stuff. And then also, I love IG Lives because you go live and sure, you stumble over some of your words. Sure, it's scary. You might be nervous. You might make a few mistakes here and there or whatever it is. I do on every single one of my IG Lives. But you go live, you make the video, you post it, and it's done. There is no editing involved whatsoever. It shows that you're a real human. It's fun for people to watch and show up and connect with you in real time and all of those things. So if you can muster up the confidence to go IG Live, which I totally recommend. I feel you with being nervous to show up on live video and all those things. It is scary, let's be honest, but it's worth it if you can give yourself permission to go live, to be nervous, to stumble over your words, to get to know your customers on that deeper level. It's worth the nerves to show up and do it. The one thing I do want to say is you probably will mess up, my friend. Everyone messes up. Everyone stumbles over words at some point, and that's okay, right? So forgive yourself for that. Remind yourself that you're human, and actually, if you stumble over your words or you make a mistake or something, you are being more relatable for your ideal customers, okay? So even if you do mess up, it's okay. And then at the end of the video, you just hit that share button and you created this video without even having to edit it or anything like that. And people love them. Okay. So going IG Live would be a great way to start creating video content. It really does get easier. It's scary, I know, but you get more comfortable once you start showing up and interacting with people. So why not just give it a try? The one thing I will say is if you do go IG Live, I do think it's a good idea to know what you want to talk about. I think it's important to have a topic that you want to discuss, open it up for conversation and questions and all those things, but definitely go into it with a few points prepared, because I've definitely been that person where it's like, I'm hopping on IG Live. Okay, what should I say? It's like, no one really wants to watch that, right? We need to have a topic at least planned for IG Lives, but it is a wonderful way to start showing up on video and just get it done and not have to worry about editing anything. Okay, so why not try it out, my friend? All right, I know that this episode is a little bit longer than my normal mini-sodes, but I was trying to talk really fast, and I hope that you got a lot of value out of it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, my friend. Next week's episode might be my favorite. I'm chatting with one of my social map students, Jalen, who is literally one of the most amazing human beings ever. We chat about lots of mindset stuff, financial stuff, all the things. And so definitely catch next week's episode. And don't forget to tag me in your Instagram videos, my friend, at Feel Good Social. All right. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll catch you next time I catch you. Thanks so much for listening, my friend. For show notes and a whole lot of other awesome freebies, visit feelgoodsocial.com. Simply go to feelgoodsocial.com for all the goods.